Knock, knock. A government agent at your door demanding, turn over all of your precious metals right now. All of your gold, all of your silver. Nothing strikes fear in the hearts of precious metals investors like that scenario. But has it already been going on, and for decades? Do they have a new tricky way to confiscate the world's gold and the world's silver? Everybody wants to refer back to 1933, when President Roosevelt made it illegal for American citizens to own gold in the United States. You had to turn in your gold, or you'd go to jail or face a steep penalty. But guys, there's a big difference between now and then. And when you realize this, you'll also realize that the banks don't need to do what Roosevelt did. And as a matter of fact, they've likely been stealing our gold and silver now for decades. You may be real concerned. There's a lot of uncertainty in the world right now. We have central bank digital currencies coming soon. We have massive financial difficulties in the United States, in the world. A lot of us are afraid. Is the government once again, just like they did in 1933, are they going to come and confiscate our gold? There's a big, massive difference between now and 1933. When you understand this difference, you'll also understand that they don't need to come get your gold, because this difference is so material, it allows them to confiscate your gold without you even realizing it. Heck, they're taking your silver as well. There's no unexpected expense when you join me in the basement. It's always free for you. All I ask is that you subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. I'll give you a new video every day about gold, silver, and how we can navigate the turbulent waters ahead together. You know, things were much different in 1933, but the big difference is the gold standard. In 1933, the US dollar was backed by gold. That's not the case now. So in 1933, when President Roosevelt found himself in the height of the Depression, they needed dollars, but to get more dollars, they needed to get more gold. That's why he confiscated everybody's gold and then subsequently revalued gold much higher so they could print a ton of money, do all those work programs. You know history. I don't need to go into those details. What's big about it is things are different now. We're not on the gold standard anymore. They don't need to come get your gold because, as a matter of fact, if they want gold, all they have to do is print some money. And what are the two big things that central banks have been doing in recent years? Think about that for a second. Number one, they've been printing tons of money, either paper money, or it's even easier now. They can just enter it into a computer and make electronic money, make-believe money, fantasy world money. Some of us like to call it unicorn fart dust money. Whatever we want to call it, it's just make-believe money that they can make as much of at any whim they like. What's the second thing we know central banks of the world have been doing, especially in the last year? Well, they've been buying tons and tons of gold. Let that sink in for a second. If the central bankers of the world want more gold, why go through all the trouble of trying to get it from your greedy little hands? All they have to do is make up some money, print some money, and they can go buy it and siphon it away from people like you and me. And think about this as well. There's been an organized, concerted effort to demonize gold over the last number of decades. Gold is used by criminals. It's used in money laundering. It's in James Bond movies, illicit activity. But isn't it interesting that the central bankers are gobbling it up at a rate like we've never seen in history? Back in 1933, when Roosevelt wanted more gold, his only option was to go out and take it from the citizens. He didn't have an unlimited printing press. He was limited on how many dollars he could create. He needed to have the gold to back them up. That's not the case anymore. Like I said, they can create as many dollars, as many yen, as many euro, as many any currency that they want, and go on the market and siphon the gold, siphon the silver, siphon the platinum. Look, they've been taking it from us for decades. Wouldn't it be nice if you or I wanted a little more gold or silver that we could just press our printer and get some money and go to the coin shop and get some gold or silver? We'd go to jail, but they get to hold positions of high prestige as central bankers while they're slowly siphoning value, siphoning wealth away from the rest of the world. You don't have to worry about some government official knocking on your door and demanding your silver and gold. They've got other ways to do it now, and they've been doing it for decades. And if you've been stacking precious metals, you also are doing what they're doing. Remember, you're just a sliver of the population. Heck, next time somebody knocks on your door, I'd be more concerned it's that cute little neighbor kid, the Cub Scout, trying to sell you one of those $25 tins of popcorn. Dealing with that guilt is much worse than dealing with the thought of a government official coming for your silver and gold. Knock, knock. You have a government agent at your door demanding you turn over all of your precious metals. Any silver, any gold that you have in your possession. Nothing strikes fear in the hearts of precious metal stackers like that scenario unfolding. But has it already been going on, possibly for decades and throughout the world? Are we like frogs who have been slowly boiled in water, unaware that the world central banks have been confiscating our gold for decades? Hey, look, everybody likes to refer back to the 1933 Roosevelt gold confiscation that occurred in the United States. But guys, there's a huge difference now. And when you think about this difference and you realize this difference, it may become very clear to you that these big central powers have been confiscating the world's gold and silver, for that matter, for decades. Go watch one of my live streams, and I'll look forward to seeing you again here in the basement.